One, two, three, four, five. Look at this, students. Are you feeling some kind of energy or vibes here? No? Then what you say now? This is my time to shine, to live a life that is mine. This is my time to glow and let my true feelings show. This is my time to shine and to live a life that is mine. Have you noticed the difference here? Yes, this is the magic of poetry, my dear. The magic. Here, the words take you to another word. It's a poem that transports you to the word of the poet, that generate feelings and emotion within you. So, if you are curious about the poetry and the purpose of writing it, then this video is just for you. And the first thing we need to know about poetry is what is poetry?
आप सभी चाहते हैं कि आपको पोएट्री आसानी से समझ आ जाए। नो, इट्स नॉट अ थिंग टू कॉम्प्रिहेंड सो इजली। कविता का हर सच एक अधूरा सच होता है। यह पूर्ण तभी होता है जब इसे सुनने वाला, पढ़ने वाला या फिर इसका रसिक थोड़ा सा सच अपना इसमें मिला दे। Therefore, sometimes there are so many explanations of a single poem. Well, it depends upon your interpretation.
Hello guys, I am Aryan and I am explain what is poetry. Poetry is about sharing experience, ideas, feeling, and poems are written with words chosen for their sound, beauty as well as their meaning.
Poem is a piece of writing arranged in short lines, express the thoughts and feeling with the help of sound and rhythm.
आई थिंक पोम एक बहुत अच्छा माध्यम है खुद को एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए। लिखते वक्त पढ़ते कुछ इमोशन, सेंटिमेंट्स और फीलिंग्स होती हैं, और जब हम उस पोम को पढ़ते हैं तो हम पोम के उन भावों को अच्छे से इमेजिन और फील कर सकते हैं।
A poem is written by a rhythm, rhyme, and the other artist's language.
Dear students, do you know there is a very close connection between poetry and music? Poetry and music are more closely related than we think. Music exposes children to rhyme, rhythm, and repetition, which are some of the same skills that needed to learn the poetry.
Some sunshine, give me some rain, give me another chance. I wanna go once again. Na, 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 na.
Therefore, you should enjoy poetry. Poetry is to be enjoyed, not to be read. And now, class 11, let me introduce you to the first poem of your syllabus, a photograph written by Shirley Thompson.
The poem The Photograph is written by Shirley Thompson. Her full name is Christine Shirley Thompson. She's a poet, journalist, writer, and a local politician.
Okay, that's about the poet. Now I want to ask you a question before I start the poem of photograph. And my question is, do you miss someone? Then what you do when you miss someone very bad?
I'm missing my school these days. Whenever I look at my old pics with my friend, my teacher, I feel so good. What a great and enjoyable time that was. Oh, Corona, I hate you.
Oh yes ma'am, there's a photograph of my grandmother hanging on the wall. She's not with us now as she has been dead for many years, but I still remember how caring and loving she was. I remember her laughs, her smiles, and her childhood stories she used to tell me.
That's great. And now here's a girl reciting the first stanza of the poem, A Photograph.
The cardboard shows me how it was when the two girls' cousins went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hands, and she, the big girl, some 12 years or so, all three stood still to smile through their hair at the uncle with the camera, a sweet face, my mother's that was before I was born, and the sea, which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet.
This poem describes three stages in the passage of time. In the first stage, the photograph shows the poet's mother standing at the beach enjoying the holiday with her two girl cousins. तो फोटोग्राफ में आप देख सकते हो कि पोएट की मदर विद हर टू गर्ल कजिन्स सी बीच पर अपनी हॉलीडे एंजॉय करने के लिए गई है एंड शी वॉज अराउंड 12 ईयर्स ओल्ड एट द टाइम। तो ये थी आपकी फर्स्ट स्टेज। बात करते हैं अब सेकेंड स्टेज की। द सेकेंड स्टेज टेक्स अस 20 और 30 ईयर्स लेटर, यानी कि फर्स्ट स्टेज के 20 और 30 साल के बाद की स्टेज। इट डिस्क्राइब्स अ मिडल एज्ड वुमन, यानी कि वो वुमन जो फर्स्ट स्टेज में सी हॉलीडे मनाने अपने कज़न के साथ गई थी सी बीच पर, वो अब एक मिडल एज्ड वुमन है एंड शी इज़ लाफिंग एट हर ओन स्नैपशॉट, और अपनी एक फ़ोटोग्राफ को देखकर वो बहुत खुश हो रही है और वो हंस रही है बिकॉज शी इज़ रिमेंबरिंग हर चाइल्डहुड डेज। कमिंग टू द थर्ड फेज। अब थर्ड फेज में क्या होता है कि पोइट की मदर की डेथ हो चुकी है एंड दिस फेज डिस्क्राइब्स द चिलिंग पॉल ऑफ साइलेंस दैट द डेथ ऑफ द मदर हैज़ लेफ्ट इन द लाइफ ऑफ द पोएट, कि कैसे जो अपनी मदर की डेथ के कारण पोइट की लाइफ में एक एम्प्टीनेस और एक कभी ना ख़त्म होने वाली अनएंडिंग सैडनेस भर चुकी है। We can see that here a photograph is a powerful poem about loss, memory, and time. It carries the message of mortality and it shows the impermanence of life. वैसे, do you like poetry?
I just love poems. I like to recite poems and it's one of my favorite activities. Here I am reciting a few lines from my favorite poem. Hope you will like it. Childhood. When did my childhood go? Was that the day I ceased to be 11? Was that the time I realized that hell and heaven could not be found in geography and therefore could not be? Was that the day? Thank you.
That's all for today, and yes, I want you to drop the name of your favorite poem in the comment section. Thank you.